Alright, what's poppin', people? We're back. Take 3 of this video. Wow, I messed up the intro twice. That's incredible. Today, we are using the very funny dog Mabosstiff. Now, Mabosstiff is a Pokemon that honestly hasn't been seeing a whole lot of ladder use so far. However, in tournament play, it's been getting a ton of hype. And the reason for this is Stakeout. Now, as you can see here, Stakeout, if your target switches, you're doing double the damage. And in a tier with very few, like, consistent switch-ins to Dark-type Pokemon, this is really good for Mabosstiff. Not only is it really fast, which makes it so it can force switches really easily, it's also really strong for the current power level of NU. And so very few Pokemon actually tank a crunch from CB Mabosstiff if they're having to switch into it directly. And although this Pokemon hasn't really gotten the ladder use so far to support the claims of it maybe being broken, I think that could very easily change with a couple of bans to the tier, or maybe even just some tier shifts. I think we look at NU right now and we just see a tier full of fighting types, and so instinctively a lot of people are straying away from Mabosstiff, and honestly, even Umbreon, frankly, is kind of low usage, because they're just scared of letting these Pokemon spam close combat versus them. But this is definitely a Pokemon that needs to be respected a lot more, and I'm going to show y'all why today. Now, this video actually comes from a viewer that suggested I use Wigglytuff, and I had this core sitting in my builder for a while, and I decided, hey, this is as good a time as any to bring it out. So, we got the Wigglytuff here, just a nice Stealth Rock, Wish Passing set, standard Choice Scarf Passimian, nice standard Defog or Ikoria. I should actually add its Terra type here. I'm going to get a battle while we go over the team real quick. And then a nice Whiscash with Future Sight Protect. Shout out Danny for making a post in the sub forum with this set. And then Assault Vest Goodra with, of course, Acid Spray. Now, as per usual, guys, if you have been enjoying the content lately, please do subscribe to the channel so that we can, hit our goal of hitting 5k by the end of the year. Maybe even hit more than 5k. That would be pretty cool. You know, I'm getting tired of seeing the Steam. I at this point don't think that I can count on both of my hands the amount of times I have faced this team in Alive. Wasn't this the same first team we faced yesterday? Alright. Passimian, close combat, every time. No, I won't have fun. I will not. I have faced this team a million times. Every time, bro. The sequence plays out the exact same. They're gonna go not Goodra, they're gonna go Venomoth here. I'm gonna go into my Goodra, and we're gonna beat this down. Like clockwork. If I had Dragon Tail here, by the way, this would be just, easy money. Oh, that didn't do as much as I needed it to. Hopefully they get greedy and quiver again. Oh, that's a little tough for me. Wait, that drop isn't good. Or not that drop, that poison. Wait a minute. Also, I never noticed that was a thing. Right here? You see how we can hover over and see the actual damage that was done? I never knew that was a thing. Wow. So, losing Goodra there is honestly not the worst. It does make Jolteon marginally scarier, but if I'm remembering correctly with this team, it's Terra Ice. Meaning the Cash should be able to take it on just fine. I really like Passimian here as a switch in. Because, yeah, we always can go Oricorio versus this. And they're always going to Brave Bird. So now we get to U-turn. From what I remember, this is a Choice Scarf Braviary. I could stay in Defog, knowing they're going to switch to Jolteon, but I don't want to risk giving them a whole bunch of momentum. And I'm going to set up a little spike here. My little Whiscash, just get a nice little spike up. If they do try and set up in my face, we always do have the Passimian that can revenge kill at least, and also Whiscash, not like you're going to do a whole lot to me. They actually opt to go for Thrash there. Interesting. Also, having Wigglytuff with Terra Ghost is really convenient for this Tauros. I know, it's like... I think this Tauros is like Life Orb with Rock Tomb. So it's not the best, but it's not too bad. Low-key, I think we just sack Mabosstiff. I really think we just sack Mabosstiff here, man. Poor dog. Poor dog. But we need to. Now he's confused. And I think we just go Passimian here, no? Because he's locked into that. I think we just go Passimian and CC. I could even Terra Fighting here and just send this dude to the Shadow Realm, which I actually kind of like. I know I mentioned Terra Ghost is really cool with my Wigglytuff, but like, Terra Fighting is even cooler. Oh my lord. And he gives me the Defiant boost there for absolutely no reason at all. We love to see that. The worry, yeah, so this Veluza comes in. I'm gonna just CC again and hope I can keep him under 50%. Oh, yes. That is beautiful damage. The worry, though, is that this Pokemon now, like, wins or something. He tries to go for a fillet away. You can't do that. You have to be above 50% for it to work. And my wish ends up being incredible, because, wow, it would have been smashed by this Mon. I'm gonna go for a nice little Protect here. I think I should be able to win my last few guys. That does a lot. But we could always Protect Stall. And we have the cash as well. And I'm gonna get my rocks up. Because Stealth Rock will help limit this Braviary a ton now. We just have to stall him out a little bit. And I know this isn't the most entertaining thing to see, but it's the right play to make. I need my opponent to actually hit themselves, though. I don't think I can actually switch out versus this, unfortunately. So, I mean, we're just forced into this Wish Protect spam, which is fine. Like I said, I do have to be cautious still. He does have his ability to Terra. This is where, like, if I still had my ability to Terra myself, I'd be in a really good spot. Also, keep in mind, this guy does not have infinite Thrashes. Like, you will run out eventually. I know it doesn't look like you're gonna run out of Thrash anytime soon, but I promise you, you will. Eventually, your Pokemon can't use this move. There we go. And now we get to actually go for a Gleam. Look at that. Nice 31. It's 31. Now I'm gonna wish again. Alright, opponent is back to not hitting themselves. As you can see, too, this is why I need to, like, always circle my Wish Protect. Because this thing does too much. Like, if I Gleam here, I might actually just KO I might get KO'd. I have to play it like this. And now we go cash on this. Yeah. I was gonna say maybe we could greed, but no, that's bad. Also, this is unfortunate. Oh, I might still just lose the Jolteon because I'm not Earthquake. Hey, Danny, your team sucks. We're gonna set up a future site here. Oh my god, I'm actually gonna just still lose to the Jolteon because I'm not Earthquake. Oh no. I say because I'm not Earthquake, because if I were, I'd be able to actually hit this. Like, look, I don't do any damage. He's boosted too much. Oh no. Ah, man, GG. Ah, man, I needed to keep pass around apparently, but I didn't think I could win if I let Veluza set up. Damn. Well, again, why have I faced this team every live? Why is everyone running it? I don't even think it's a good team. It's like exceedingly fine, right? Because it's HO. It's the fastest, I think. Stealth Rock's under the tier, and then just, 4 setup sweepers that can all win the game pretty quickly. And then, of course, throw in a Scarf Braviary, just in case. But, like, it just doesn't feel like it beats most teams down well. If I wasn't running a Wigglytuff and a Whiscash, I think I'd just mop that dude up. So my opponent's Rocker's a Chansey. This is interesting, because we haven't seen a lot of Umbreon. Like I mentioned earlier, this mon is kind of uncommon. This could actually be like Defog Moth, but at the same time, looking at the fact my opponent has no ground switch-in, I'm honestly just betting against it. I'm gonna lead Mabosstiff. Yeah, do I Terra Fairy and just slam him with Player off turn 1? I think we do. You're CCing me. You're doing it. And even if he doesn't, honestly, Terra Fairy here is fine. Yeah, so he U-turns. This is still gonna do a ton. Oh my lord, this is Stakeout boosted. You're getting packed up. Whatever comes in, getting sent. What do I want to see here? Probably the Chansey, honestly. This... Alright, let's see. This is the true test of Mabosstiff. Croak, please land. Ah, yes, I miss. Let me know, this Toxicroak would have been O-code. Like, 50 times over. I'm gonna set up my spike. That's so lame, man. I swear to God, every time we try to use this kind of stuff, we just get lucked. Hey, the spawn 6-0s me. What the hell? Wait a minute. I think what we need to do is actually make our Gudra a Terra Steel. And then run, Dragon Tail last. We need to have this out. I am insane for that play, by the way. That is an insane sequence. It's like, I want to go Gudra and then double Mabosstiff on the Chansey. I'm just unsure if he'll stay in or not. But I think this is the right play, no? He's revealed he's special. He shouldn't stay in and attack. I'm just trying to think right now. If he goes Chansey, does it matter? I guess it doesn't actually matter. And I could 100%. Yeah. Also, I miss again. That miss doesn't matter, but it's still just kind of lame. I'm gonna go Wigglytuff here, I guess. Man, imagine if this Toxicroak was already KO'd. This game would be so easy. But now I just have to deal with it lurking. I hate this. Okay, so... Also, yeah, like I said, Frostmoth is very OP. Can you not full pair me, man? Come on, this is so cringe. I don't even know what I want to do here, because like I have to switch. I also need to switch into like Mabosstiff here, something that won't let this set up. The problem is they probably just Seismic Toss spam here, which, I mean, I personally would switch out. I don't know if they're about that life. Yeah, I think it makes most sense for me to go Mabosstiff. If I'm my opponent, I mean, I'm switching in at least one of these two to look for a setup chance. Probably Frostmoth, admittedly. But it's hard to say. And also, on the point of, like, making the Gudra Steel again, it's not... This is something I've been thinking of since NU dropped, because I was, like, trying to build a couple teams without using a Steel type, and we don't have a lot, right? And I've still used teams without Steel type since then, because admittedly, Frostmoth isn't the most common of the Quiver Dancers. But every time I run into a Frostmoth, if I am using one of the teams that hasn't got a Steel on it, I always feel like I've just lost at preview. Because this Mon is quite insane. It's the one caveat to it is it's kind of slow without boosting, and so you do have a little bit of extra leverage against it with some of the common fast Pokemon. Like, I mean, Passimian's the one that everyone's gonna think of. Even a couple other Scarfers that do occasionally run around. I mean, if we're looking at the builder real quick, what other Scarfers do we have? Like Braviary would be the other big one. Of course, like we said, Passimian. Even like a Scarf Toxicroak maybe, or a Honchkrow. All of these Pokemon outspeed it before it gets to +2. If it's not +1, you're like safe. And so it's not impossible to just through offensive pressure kind of keep it contained. The main issue is it's so bulky. We're talking to special bulk here because of ice scales. And so it's got a real easy time, especially against some of the more passive special attackers, of which, we got plenty. It's really good at finding chances to just set up. Also, just based on that one game against the Jolteon, I'm gonna make this Earthquake. And I'm gonna just take away the speed. Throw it, and just do like this. I don't think you need the speed on this. It's speed for, like, Vaporeon. And I'll be honest, that's not the most useful, I don't feel. Oh, my opponent's got some cool Pokemon. They got the Rabsca. So it'll be interesting if he's Revival Blessing. And he's got Mischievous, which is, honestly, pretty slept on Pokemon. I've got something in the builder with it I might bring out eventually. We'll see. And I mean, again, this is a game where, like, Mabosstiff should go nutty. So I'm going to lead off with Mabosstiff. And unfortunately, my opponent has opted to lead off with the Pokemon that I am 6-0'd by. Man, I'm staying in a crunch, and I don't care. Switch out. Switch to your Passimian because you're scared I'm Scarf. It's not like I KO you if I'm Scarf anyway. You know what? Yo, did I just soul read my dude or what? I think we have to call that a soul read right there. Wow. And of course we always go into our Ikorio here. And now we can get that nice little U-turn off. If they go into Conda, we do have a couple options. I could go into Udra here, I think. And just fire up a Draco Meteor. And like the one thing that I would assume could be Terra Fairy on his team would be Misdreavus. I don't think anything would Terra Steel, so Gudra might just be really, really hard for my opponent to manage. We do a ton. This looks like it's probably got Revival Blessing. Yo, so he's just sacking something to Mabosstiff every time it comes in. He is not switching in this Passimian. I'm really tempted to stay in. I think if anything, he's U-turning here. But I also don't want to risk giving Mabosstiff up yet, you know? Like, this Pokemon's been kind of good. Though, at the same time, it's also done... I'm staying in. We'll sack. My opponent... Yeah, my opponent's just clicking CC versus it every time. They are very scared. So let's go Whiscash here. Let's get some spikes up. Yeah, wow, my opponent is so scared of this Mabosstiff. He said, I'm not letting you stay in ever. Get that little spike up here. Now I'll go my own Passimian. As they Terra normal, I will Terra fighting then. What if he's Sash? Yeah, you turning there made a lot of sense. These are usually physical because it got gunk shot this generation, so I'll stay in. I'll just go for a nice little Earthquake here. As he reveals he is toxic, that's fine. Let's go for another Earthquake. Or do I want to switch? Nah, let's just go for another little Earthquake. As he sets up a T-Spike, that's not really too big a deal. Ah, he's heavy-duty boots. Okay. And I'll just defog here. Get rid of the T-Spiker. And we do not get hit by the not Sap Sipper, the Zareen Grace. So that's good. And now I can Terra fighting with this, because I don't think I need my Terra for anything else on my opponent's team. Losing the Oricorio is a little bit worrying, though, because that Passimian could be an issue. Never mind, my opponent decided to gift me Passimian here. Absolutely gift-wrapped it. Though I do need to sack, because I don't want to risk giving this a KO. Yeah, so if he had outspent, he was actually just trying to set up for Stantler to do something. Not Stantler. Wrong deer. Sawsbuck. Which, pretty smart of my opponent. Didn't work out for them, but it was a smart idea. And here I think we just try and... We just degleam until we can get Passimian in again. We actually got a crit there, so I'm gonna go hard Passimian because I know he'll still be asleep. Nice. And now they sack Passimian. I don't think Sawsbuck learns Quick Attack. Sawsbuck. Wow. I'm really good at typing. Wow. Nope. Nice. GG. Wow, though, they really let Mabosstiff just claim both of their fight resists for free. And I get it, it's not like it's a very pleasant Pokemon to try to switch into, but dang, man. Bro just was like, yep, take them. I don't need my fighting checks. I don't require them. But we take those, And I'll pause this while we get another game, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, guys, and we are back. My opponent's got a really fun-looking team. I don't know what the Delibird's gonna do, but in the back of my head, I'm just like, hustle choice band, hustle choice band. So we'll see. Maybe we're about to get smacked up. But again, this is looking like a nice game for Mabosstiff. Look at all of the dark resists he doesn't have. It's beautiful. I'm gonna lead off with him, too. I don't care. Delibird's led? I don't know what this mon's gonna do. I'm scared. I'm going for Crunch. At the end of the day, man, I'm a choice band Mabosstiff. I'm big dog. Woof woof. That did 87. Whew. That's some damage. And yeah, I mean, this is the Mabosstiff moment, man. Choice band Stakeout is incredibly hard to switch into for this format. We don't have sturdy dark resist. If we had like Sylveon in the format, right? That alone would make it so much better. Because I don't think Mabosstiff has a good move to hit it with. Maybe it would just start running a certain Terra type with Terra Blast. And that's a reasonable thing to bring up. But at least you're forcing it to have to Terra. I'm crunching again. They were Scarf with Hustle. Okay. And yeah, that is barbecue chicken as we call it. Now the villain comes in. Now I have a Goodra. I will use my Goodra to switch in here. I don't feel particularly inclined to give up my Mabosstiff yet. You know? I might be able to get one more KO with him. You already know. I also just don't think I owe Cusco villain. As I go into Rotom Frost, we do a ton. Unfortunately, this is a Rotom Frost. So my switch into it is the X button. But I guess we'll substitute that for Wigglytuff. Ah! Specs. Beautiful. That did a lot. We'll go for a Protect here. If my opponent is yeah, I'm about to say, my opponent's real greedy, they will switch here. But hey, I got the Oricorio here. You think you dancing? Nah. We're tangoing today, buddy. You and me, we're both dancing out here. Ah, yes, sir. I don't know what Terra type he is. If he's ground, that's truly unfortunate. If he is ground, then I have made a severe lapse in judgment, and I would like to apologize for the awful thing that I did. Huh. Oh my lord. I didn't know Dancer copied Revelation Dance too. Yo, that's an insane mechanic. I forgot it's literally any dance move. So you get to just 2-hit KO it back. That's insane. That's a great one to end this live on. Yo, that's such a cool mechanic, though. Like I said, man, it's just there are these tiny things about some Pokemon mechanics that it's like, I think I do know, but I just forget when I'm, having fun laddering. And it makes it so much more cool to see it actually put out in action. I hope y'all enjoyed this live, man. If you did, leave a like. Comment down below what you enjoyed most. Like I always say, subscribe if you aren't already subscribed. I'll catch y'all next time, man. Peace.